And we're back. Okay. So, this this ritual chanting goes on for you have no idea. Like you lose track of time, but you definitely know it's over an hour that this goes on. You manage to kind of stay at the back, so everyone's facing the obelisk. So you think no one's noticing that you're not responding, but you
Okay.
definitely feel out of place.
All of us feel out of place, or just
Uh, you know, if you're here and you're not chanting, you feel out of place because there's 50 people here.
well, I would be at least mouthing the words without.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm acting like I am chanting with these guys. I think, um,
Kind of like 75% of people that are at Catholic masses.
yes,
Right.
exactly. And and I make sure to nudge the detective next to me to, and I say like in mass, and because we don't want to look like we're out of place.
Okay. Do me a favor. Move your tokens to where you want to be.
Oh, I am already where I want to be.
You are where you want to be. Oh, okay. Great.
I assume this is the detective.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm being near him to make sure he's safe.
I would like to be, like I said, in the woods, off of the trail. So once they bring the prisoners along, if it comes to it, I can.
Well, the prisoners have already been brought in. Or
Oh,
well,
where are the prisoners?
well, there's 4 people in black robes that are chained to the obelisk.
I thought they were the initiates. Who are the initiates?
There were 4 people in white robes that
Oh,
were pushed forward at the very beginning of the ceremony.
They're rolling a bunch of things into one.
So yeah, okay. I was gonna say if Seamus, if your character is there, you can't tell what's going on. You have to be inside the tree line circle in order to know what's happening.
Gotcha.
Okay, great. Okay, so towards the end of this, the the chanting starts to speed up, and then it stops, and then it's just Gavigan and Shafiq who are talking at this point. And it's different all of a sudden. You don't really know how to describe how it's different, but you realize that things are something has changed in what they're saying. You can't understand the words, but you definitely know that this is this is very different than what was happening before. Um, the words are darker. They're harsher. And some of the dancing starts to move a little bit away from it's almost as if subconsciously a bigger circle is starting to form.
They kind of summon the Eldritch Horror.
Well, don't know until we know. And then, we're going to, I suspect that, at least for myself, and well, we'll keep on pretending we're part of things on the outer area of it to fit in with the crowd. So we, because I assume everybody is joining in.
Yes. Well, no, actually, no. No one is. So, I mean, everyone's
Yeah.
joining in the movement, but it's only Gavigan and Shafiq that
All
are
right. Then we're
that
just
are-
going to do.
that are talking right now.
All right.
Okay, and then so
How far? There's no scale on this map. How far am I from Gavigan?
give me 1 second to look where you are. Go.
I moved to the left of the obelisk.
Ah, okay.
I can't
You
decide if I want to set things on fire or backstab.
you are 50 feet from Gavigan.
If shit goes down, we gotta bring down the wizard, and or they're probably both wizards. Quickly.
Okay.
Too bad we don't have a sniper with a sniper rifle to take a headshot from medium range.
So
Do a headshot from close range, like right up to him close.
Right.
I just
It's a 50 caliber pill to take.
Well, I'm better with my rifles.
I'm gonna go with the what is it? Cleansing power of flame.
Kill it. Kill it with fire.
Well, nothing has happened yet, has it?
So all of a
I don't
sudden,
need anything to happen.
these 4 giants,
That's not good.
you don't know if they're birds or bats.
Bird bats.
They're larger than
Dragons.
elephants. They have heads like a horse, scales instead of feathers, and those scales are slippery. And I am gonna need sanity rolls from all of you as these things come into existence.
Yeah, that's
Jeez.
truly terrifying. I can get behind that sanity roll. Oh no. Let's see here. Where's my sanity?
One part
Yes.
for me.
Sanity.
Okay.
Failed it again.
2 of the detectives fail.
Oh no! What a terrible time to fail. This is only like my second failed sanity, I think.
All right. How much do you guys lose? lose. So if you passed, you're good. If you fail, you lose 5 points of sanity.
Noise. I lose 5 points of sanity.
Do I gain sanity for my extreme success?
You do not, but you are just like completely unfazed by this. You're like, yeah, okay, I knew this was coming.
I did
Whatever.
for the Great War. I saw some other shit there. This is
Makes
nothing.
complete sense.
Two of the detectives are definitely looking worse for wear when this happens. So these
I got a question.
these four things just phase into existence, and the four of them speak with one voice. You don't really it's you suddenly realize that they're not speaking, you just hear the voice inside your mind, and it says,
That's not good.
"Welcome, my children. We come in the name of the Black Pharaoh. We speak for the Black Pharaoh. You honor us with your worship." And at this point, Gavigan and Shafiq come forward, and they both intone, "Welcome, O heralds of my master. We give you these sacrifices." And the four big things just come up to the obelisk, and they just devour the four screaming black-robed individuals, and the one that's on the ground never actually regained consciousness, the failed supplicant, but the other four, these creatures just tear them apart and devour what's left, and blood and offal are spewing everywhere. There's definitely a splash zone of those who are in the front. Amazingly, neither Gavigan nor Shafiq get anything on them, but these creatures just take those poor souls apart in front of you.
Does it look like Gavigan and Shafif have magical force fields?
You can't tell. You don't see any glow or anything. You don't see the blood stop, but just somehow it just doesn't appear that they get any on them. And everyone else hits the ground. They're on their knees. They're bowing up and down,
I make sure that
worshiping.
I make sure that the detective and I do the same things they're doing. 'Cause
What?
it's gonna look.
What is everybody else doing as this horror is happening?
Well, I mean, as they're eating it, or
As they're eating it, as they phase into existence, as they're eating it, as everyone around in the white robe is bowing and prostrating themselves in front
Yeah.
of these monstrosities.
I am making sure I look at our detective friend and go, we gotta make sure we're looking like they are. And I make sure I get down and like prostrating myself as well.
Okay.
Because we don't want them to be noticing us.
I'm gonna need another set of sanity rolls from everybody.
That's what I figured. I'm gonna probably lose some more.
Yeah,
Let's see.
I've seen some total. This is nothing.
Okay, 2
Oh,
of them
cool.
fail.
I made the second one.
Okay, if you pass, you lose 3 sanity. And if you fail, you lose 7 sanity. And if
Just roll the second extreme success.
and if you if you failed both of them, that's 10 points of that's over 10 points of sanity, so you're gonna have a bout of madness. Who failed both?
I did.
Alistair and
Yay!
Seamus.
I'm as cuckoo as a clock.
Oh, did Jesse fail both too?
Pretty much.
Excellent. Okay.
All failures all the time.
Okay.
Thank God I made mine.
I don't suffer from it.
Can I get some phobias?
I already have xenophobia.
Oh, everybody's got that. It's 1920.
Okay. You all get a new mania. Ooh. Where are the manias?
Okay, I have pyro.
Beatlemania.
I want pyro. Just go around lighting everything on fire.
Where are the manias? Page 161. I figured you guys were just gonna, like, pass out, but, okay. The mania list.
No, I'm down to like 20 sanity. I'm failing everything.
Oof. Okay, let's
I
just
got 47.
I'll
just
never put
give you
another
random
roll.
ones. Yeah, that perfectly makes sense. You all end up with megalithomania, an abnormal tendency to compose bizarre ideas when in the presence of standing stones or ritual circles. So that's what you've got, and you are
Use
going
that in a sentence. Like, what would I do with that?
to.
Entertaining, hopefully.
So
Don't go near Stonehenge.
you're like the ancient aliens guy. You have, like, this has broken a part of, seeing this ritual has broken a part of your mind, and so you are trying to find ways to rationalize this, ways to try to fit this into your worldview. You're trying to, that it's rationalizes that there's harmonic waves, that there's some sort of swamp gas, that you're on a drug induced hallucination, and anytime you're around standing stones or obelisk or monolith like this, you're gonna get stuck in this again. But you're gonna spend the next minute just coming up with bizarre theories and rationalizations about what's going on right now. Two of the police detectives just completely they just pass out.
Wait, we all get the same insanity?
I'm giving you all the same insanity because I think because frankly
It
I rolled this
fits.
one and it fits really well. So I'm giving you all that mania. But these two guys are down for the count right now. Okay. So that is what is going on.
And that was so I make sure I got the right one. That was 66 on the list.
Yes, that is 66 in the Keeper's Handbook, page 161.
Okay, I got it recorded for future encounters, if there is any.
Does Jesse look like he's lost his mind?
He definitely, yeah, looks like he's losing his shit.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, how's Barrington doing?
Barrington made his sanity roll, so he is shaken by because he took 4 points of sanity loss. So he is shaken, but he's not a gibbering mess.
Okay.
Can I sort of? I guess I'm on my knees and prostrating like everybody else, but could I like give a tug on Jesse's robe to say like, maybe we should start getting out of here?
You can. For the first minute, Jesse is not like Jesse's not home right now.
Hello, Jesse's not here right now. I'm back.
Theories.
I hate voicemail.
I get a notebook. I get a notebook out so I can write down all the theories.
Excellent. I would
All
love to.
work.
I would love to hear some of your new Ancient Aliens theories. I would like to subscribe to your newsletter.
Oh yes.
Makes Homer something.
Oh yeah, just keep writing the same thing over again.
Okay.
So after a minute, you, those of you that were impaired, snap out of it. Barrington spends a few minutes saying, I never really believed Craig about all the stories. I don't understand. So then everyone begins a ritual of adoration. Several of the senior members, the ones that had the hammers out earlier for the initiation, they go to a table that's off to the side, and they all come back with these large clay ritual bowls, and they hand one to Gavigan, one to Shafiq, and the rest of them they then take the Gavigan and Shafiq each have a ceremonial dagger that they do this with, but the rest of the guys just take the spike side of their hammer and cut it across the front of their hand and put some blood into the bowl, and after they've done themselves, they go around
All right.
and
this is-
as
yeah,
all of the
yeah.
cultists start
All right. I look at
pulling out
Yeah.
their own hammer and
Right. This
putting
is a time
blood into
all
the
right.
bowl.
Yeah, I can look at Barrington because we don't have those hammers. As soon as they get to us, we're gonna. Since they're all busy doing stuff, I'm trying to. This might be the time to fade off, get out of here.
Yeah, is Jesse moving? I've been like tugging on his sleeve.
I'm
Yeah,
working
now-
on.
Yeah, Jesse's as the the guys are going over and starting to get the bowls, like Jesse's back to himself again.
Yeah, let's get out of here now.
It has to
'cause-
do with special relativity.
I look at Barrington. I said, "Do you need to say more? Because what they're getting ready to do, we don't have those hammers. They get to us, they're going to know we're not part of this."
He says no.
Wait, none of the cultists went insane? Like they're just immune to the insanity?
Or they're already
They
insane.
start off
They
with
love it.
Mechanically, most cultists already have 0 sanity.
Oh, I see. Huh.
One quick question for the pulp. The insanity slightly different. So are we? Because the guys that lost 2, are we getting close, or do we have to lose all of our sand before the possible insane talents come into bouts of that?
I forgot about
Oh,
the
if you
insane talents.
so because you have now lost sanity, so you have to have a bolt an so yes, actually you had a bout of madness, so you are eligible for an insane talent if you
Sweet.
want to do that. God, I've never used this mechanic.
I totally forgot about that.
I have never used this mechanic.
I believe it's
so-
if we lose even more sand before we recover from the insanity.
Insanity loss.
Well, no, you can't. You can't lose more sanity while you're
Insane?
in. That's the one good thing is if you're in a bout of madness, then
Yeah.
you can't lose more sanity. Help sanity. Insane talents. At the keeper's discretion, when a hero is pushed over the brink of sanity, they're either temporarily or indefinitely insane. They begin to discover hidden qualities that hitherto remain untapped. Once triggered, an insane talent is added to the hero's sheet and available hereafter to the hero. So, oh, that's if you have. Yeah, no, that's this. Okay, so if you would like to take a an insane talent, I am willing to let you take one. If you would like to take one, those 3 of you that are eligible, roll 1d20.
Oh, you get a random one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Alright. What could possibly go wrong? I get 6.
6 is insane recall.
Nice.
I remember everything perfectly. Every memory and fact the hero has ever heard is right at their fingertips. Faces, figures, and details crowd their mind in a flood of information. Gain a bonus die to an education, know, or skill roll when trying to remember information that the hero might feasibly have once heard or seen. If the roll is failed, the flood of information is too much. Lose a point of sanity and suffer a bout of madness. If the hero is not already insane, you're now temporarily insane.
Wait, do you get more
Alistair and
phobias?
Seamus both got 13s. That
Insane
is
sense of direction.
insane sense of direction.
You're walking into the woods.
Follow me, it's down there. The hero's player tells the keeper where they want to go or what they want to head towards. The keeper gives the direction they should take in order to accomplish this. The hero makes a luck roll. If the roll is failed, they walk straight into a trap or dangerous encounter of some kind.
Perfect.
So what does Barrett, the detective, think about what I said?
Getting out of here? Yeah, he's
Yes. So while they're busy we're getting the heck out of here. Just slipping.
he is with you that it's time to go. And so
especially when it comes to your network. AT&T is America's best wireless network according to America's biggest tech.
as you are slipping out of
Madness.
madness, so as you guys all get kind of, fading back towards the path here. Kind of fading back to the path. Just as you all get back over here,
No, I don't want to go.
you don't want to go? Okay. All of a sudden, your backs are turned. You weren't watching anymore. All of a sudden, you hear a gunshot.
What? I didn't do it.
Where does
And
it come from?
and it seems to, and as you turn around, you see a figure in a white, one of the figures in the white robes pulls the robe back, and it's
The
Jack,
butler did it.
and he just took a shot at Gavigan.
It's Alejandro.
Does he have a magic?
No, I hate to ask this question. Are these creatures still here?
Yes.
Oh shit.
So at this point, pandemonium erupts. You hear the creatures in your mind, screaming, "Heretic!" And at that point, the cultists all take up that cry, "Heretic! Heretic! Get the heretic!" And
Makes me sad.
absolute chaos breaks out.
Beats don't fail me now. How about that?
What are you doing?
Well,
Oh man.
more
I
than
wanna
likely,
use
they're
insane
taking a look
recall.
at where the shot occurred. Correct?
Yes.
There's our
Get outta here.
diversion.
Yes,
So
there's our
let's
diversion.
beat
So
feet.
Run for it.
yeah, I say we get out of here. Well, I look at Barrington and go, it seems that we gotten our diversion. Shall we go?
Got enough evidence?
Okay. So you
He really wants a date.
Yeah,
so,
he,
so
we're gonna
you-
let them kill each other off.
Okay, so you get the hell out of there. You just hear this, cacophony. Some people, you've got a head start, but you definitely hear footsteps behind you, and can see a couple. When if you look back over your shoulder, you see not all of them, but some of the cultists are scattering and running back towards the mansion.
Yeah. As soon as we get to, we're going to, when we get to, what do you guys think? As soon as we get out, start going through the woods towards the boat.
Yeah, straight to the boat.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I've got a theory about this.
Okay. You make it back to the boat and take the boat back and make it back to Clacton on Naze. What's your conversation like on the hour's boat ride back to the mainland?
I'll go, well,
So does the Navy have British Navy should have long enough guns that could pulverize that site into dust? This
Wow.
time
I
and
go,
age?
Well, the
I just
problem
look
is you
at-
can't reach the site
Yeah.
from the. It's
Yeah.
way inland.
yeah.
No, that's what
I
I
look
was
at
asking.
Barrington, go, well,
I mean,
Like
Cruise
more than
missiles.
20
maybe
miles
maybe
inland?
you could reach it, but you can't really see it to be able to set, your your shell elevation properly.
So aerial bombardment then.
So I look at Detective Barrington, and I go, well, now that we're on this hour-long boat ride, and what do you think can be done?
Massive forest fire?
He says, I'm gonna have to talk to Craig. I don't know how we obviously can't put that in the report.
What you could put in the report is that they actually carried out the sacrifices themselves.
I
mean, they kind of basically did.
I'm gonna have to talk it over with Craig and figure out how we pull something together that we can, because if we say that there was sacrifices, what do we say happened to the bodies?
You just say that they're members of the Irish Republican Army and they're terrorists. So you just use the National Security Act and have them disappear for forever.
Well, the IRA doesn't exist yet, and
wait, this is 1925, right?
Well, you could say that they ate the victims.
There'd still be bones.
You know that as well as there's plenty of marsh.
It's going. I have to think about this. This is all too.
Plus, there's an ocean there. We just
too
got
crazy.
Maybe
I don't.
Yeah, I understand.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around.
Have you did very well.
Have you ever seen anything like this in real life?
Yeah, unfortunately.
There was this one time in New York and then this other time in Peru.
Yeah.
And then there was this one time at band camp.
Now you know what. Now unfortunately, now you have an idea what we've been dealing with, or I mean, this group has been dealing with.
Well, I'm sorry I ever doubted you, lads. You have to understand.
Yes,
I couldn't have known.
Yes, well, now you're a little bit more aware, and that means you can safeguard yourself a little bit better and others.
Oh, and that other time in the basement of the insane artist.
That was just a snake lizard monster thing. No, nothing.
True enough.
That's like a daily run of the mill thing.
All right. Well, our conversation is just trying to helping him figure out what he's going to say to Garrett and what can be done.
Does this guy have contacts with UNIT so that we can get the doctor involved?
No, but I mean, Special Branch, evolved out as the London Metro Police dealing with terrorism, and they're in existence at this point. There's got to be guys there.
This is after the Irish Civil War of 22 to 23, right? The IRA is already around.
Yeah, okay.
And the other thing is this. Remember, there is a swamp, there's an ocean. Bodies disappear.
So...
And it did end in a gunfight, so there was violence amongst them, which might give you some cause.
So you guys make it back to Clacton-on-Naze and then the safe house.
Mm-hmm.
The next day, Greg comes up from London and meets you there in the late afternoon and says, well, gentlemen, I had some time to talk to Barrington. His whole world's been turned upside down. It's gonna take some time to digest all of this. But on top of that, there's some bad news for you.
Oh, that's a change.
Well, it's a good news, bad news situation. Apparently, Gavigan was killed last night.
What about the
There-
Egyptian chick?
So what's the bad news?
She says that she saw all Jack and all of you do the murder. That Jack came out of the shadows with a gun, and that she came upon the rest of you later, having chased Gavigan back to his mansion, and that you were stabbing him to death.
I wish.
Well, hold it here. We had Barrington with us. Wouldn't that be
He's our
a
ally.
good witness, a character witness for
Well,
us?
again, as I say, it's a good news, bad news situation. The only body that was found was Jack's.
So they didn't find Gavigan, right?
Oh, they found Gavigan's body. It was full of stab holes. And
What happened to the monsters?
they weren't there when the local police showed up this morning.
So
The whole
even-
the whole ritual area was swept clean. It's as if nothing happened. They just, Shafiq said that they had some people over, were entertaining some guests, and all of a sudden you all showed up, and Jack opened fire. People ran. There was screaming. Everything got confused. Now, we know that you weren't there. We should be able to kind of squash some of these rumors, and I'm hoping that we can use what Barrington saw to keep this from actually becoming anything. But I'd suggest, gentlemen, that you get out of the country as fast as you can.
You should have enough evidence to slowly build up a case against Sharif anyway for all the exports and imports. They obviously have their hands into something dirty along those lines too. I mean, maybe not right now, but later.
Next time we go on with the explosions.
Or why don't you just arrest her as a terrorist and then, put her in Gitmo?
There is no Gitmo at this time point.
Or, the British special branch equivalent.
The workhouses.
The Tower of London.
I'm hoping that we can do that. She definitely doesn't have the protections that Gavigan did as far as
She's not
peerage
even-
goes, but
You can send her to Australia.
it's going to be
That's where we're going.
it's going to be a difficult ride. I can help you
Right.
get passage. I know you had talked about Cairo as your next stop. I can get you to Port Said.
Well, guys, what do you want to do? Go to Cairo, or do you want to go? We did find out about a possible good lead in China too.
Yeah, that was
Cairo's the easiest,
Hong Kong.
fastest to get to, most
Yeah, Cairo, yeah, true.
geographically area.
All right. Yeah, we probably will leave for Cairo then. I said, well, we did as best as we could. I mean, it could have been much worse.
And I appreciate you helping me do what you could to rid this city of some very, very difficult and strange things. And I'm sorry that we're gonna have to push you out like this, but it's for your own good and your own protection.
I say, well, you know how to contact me. It'll keep me up to date about if you're able to finally nail Sharif on something,
Shafiq,
or get
yes,
Shafiq and the rest of the gang.
yes, we'll do what we can.
You might want to keep that girl under protection too, because she'll want to have her killed as well.
We'll see what we can do and what we can scoop up in the meantime. But that's I'll help you get passage, but I'd say you want to make a beeline for the coast as
Yeah.
soon as you can.
Right. Well, I thank you, good friend, and we'll see what we can do. Do we need to get anything before we leave? I mean, obviously, we probably. The only thing we would need from his is probably just. Obviously, we can't get our old luggage, but maybe he can pick up some stuff for us, baggage and stuff like that, and give him our clothing sizes, and at least have some clothing.
Well,
for
you have all your stuff. It's been in the car.
Okay. Then we're ready. Yeah. Then I guess we're ready to go then.
Okay.
Unless there's anything else we need to do.
It's off to Cairo.
It's off to Cairo.
Then that.
I'd thank him. Oh, I made
Off
sure
to the insane asylum.
making sure we copy all the evidence. We take a copy with us, and we hand him the real evidence. You know,
They're coming to take me away.
Sounds good.
Yeah, because he's, you know what I mean by the evidence, all the transfer of materials to different ports, that type of stuff.
Okay.
The actual books and other things we'll keep, but the stuff that will help him build a case against the group, we leave with him. Except we have copies of it, so we know what the contacts are.
Alrighty. So, we've got half an hour. We can either do investigator development now, or we can do it sometime in January.
I can do mine tonight, but I don't know how everybody else feels.
I'm good for it.
If we have free time, it's better to do
whatever.
it now than like taking up an hour at the end of or beginning of the next
Okay.
session.
Let me remind myself what I said you guys get for goodies for making it through England, and then we'll do
+5 Holy Avenger.
Always good at that.
Okay.
The gratitude of the queen, so she gives us the crown jewels.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna
Actually, I
give
think he's a king right
you.
now.
Let's see. Well, Gavigan got killed, so I'll give you that. Not gonna take that one away. You did not defeat any of the Mythos monsters. And I'll give you this one as well. Actually, and this is Pulp, so we double. So you each get back 12 points of sanity. And 10 points of luck.
Wait, were we expected to fight those elephant-sized eldritch horrors?
Expected to, no, but if you did, then you would have gotten sanity back for it. Because it's in every one of the the monster man or the section of the Keeper's Guide that deals with fighting Mythos monsters, as well as all the Adventure Path modules. Like, no one expects that you're actually going to do it, but if you do manage to kill a Mythos creature, then you get back the same amount of sanity that you would have lost for seeing it.
Well, if we had a couple tanks on our side, maybe we would have
Right?
tried it.
Yeah, I think it was. I think we were wiser not to fight him.
Yes.
Bare minimum, a couple of elven guns.
I have their stat blocks. Yes, you were wise not to fight them.
We would have been
You
dead.
get back the sanity, but you drop below 0 in health.
Yeah, they have a lot of hit points, and they hit really hard. So, yeah, no, you did not want to be fighting them.
Like I said, if we could call in an airstrike.
Okay, so investigator development time. Anything that you've got a check mark next to, you get to roll, and if you fail, then you go up 1d10 points, and if you succeed, you get nothing, and you just clear the checkbox. For those
Ooh.
yeah, we'll start with Sean. We'll go around. If
Thanks.
you have a skill that you're really good at, anytime you roll 95 or above, you go up. And if any of your skills go above 90%, let me know,
Okay.
because you get some bonus sanity. Let's just start with Sean, so that we'll do it all. We'll do them
When
all
you need
one
to
at a
fail,
time, so
Seamus,
that-
you're doing well.
Yeah. Oh well.
Hey, a point's a point.
Yeah, the thing is, when I want to fail now, I'm not going to.
Look at that! You're gonna get some more first aid.
I'm surprised that female is decided to make her move then. Gavigan had made too many mistakes. I say this much, Seamus. You're getting the fails when you need them.
How'd you ever get the check boxes? Don't
Sorry?
those need? How'd you ever get the check boxes? Don't you need to actually succeed to get those?
I know. It's like so rare. Oh well. Knew that was a hard one.
Mm-hmm.
Eight-year-old.
Hard to believe in a way that he was only the 8th linebacker chosen in the draft. They bet all their money on a superstar on each side of the ball. Bobby Wagner on the defensive side, and Russell Wilson on the offensive side. Second down and 10, off the fake, going up, going, caught, big lead. Past the 30 to the 39-yard line, and Wagner all the way downfield to second.
Shoot.
Comes up huge here for a gain of 32, and he's going to act like he's going to block and then come back out.
Oh, I had to get a hard success.
And more teams now are doing this. They're having somebody that just sort of stays inside as everybody moves across with the quarterback and steal yards.
And that is it for me.
Okay. All right. Oren, why don't you go ahead?
All right, first one. Don't think. Nope, didn't think I was going to pass that one or fail that one. Of course, I'm not going to fail that one. No, of course not. It's going to be easy. All right, well, at least I got something. Okay, well, that helps me. So I'm up to a 48. Okay, that helps. Maybe I can help someone else out. All right, let's see what's going down here. Listen. Oh, that's always useful. I didn't know if I was gonna. Ooh, boy, I got really good at listening. All
Nice.
right. All right. Didn't expect that.
Getting all your good numbers out.
Yeah, it happens. Yep, it's gonna be one of those days. Spot hidden. Oh, cool. Always a useful one. So I'm not gonna complain about that. Oh, cool. My stealth. Ooh, I'm getting it. All right, and I'm done. I
Okay.
didn't have that much.
George, let's go through your stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot one more Arabic because I had that one that I had to interpret that one thing. So cool. Sorry about that, guys. Go ahead.
Hey, first aid going up. $65. Nice. $9 points. That's great.
Sweet.
Also, while you're thinking about this, any skill that you have that you would like to put extra points into, you can pick 2, and we can see if those go up. Also, any skill that you have never put points into, that you only have the base, you can pick one of those, and we can make a roll to see if those go up over your sea voyage. So while everyone's rolling, think about what skills you might want to improve, and then we'll go through that as the next thing.
All right.
Is that everything for you, George?
Yeah, I rolled handguns earlier and succeeded. So
Okay. Bill, go ahead. Of course, you get the hard success.
Uh-huh. Okay, clear that one. Okay. There we
Hey,
go.
dodge.
Always nice to get that a little higher.
5 on there.
16-yard run. Watch the ball handling here as you see
All right, first aid.
continue on with the fake, drawing the linebackers that way.
You guys all went up in first aid. That's great.
Dice are trying to tell us something.
It's going to be a little bit more need for first aid coming up. Nope. Four.
So Reynolds is carried 3 times tonight, and Woods, the wide receiver, twice tonight. Reduce down and bring everybody inside.
Nope.
You saw him tap the helmet as if to say, all right, we're not going in there. We're going to go to
Nope.
plan B And that time it was a nice read on the part of golf.
Hey, everybody's going up on stealth too, right?
Able to hide.
Up to 28. Woohoo!
Yeah, I was surprised mine went up. The 3 that I thought I would not go up, I did. My listen, my stealth, and my move, and my spot hidden.
All right, that's all my checks.
Right. Carl, you're up. Hey, there you go. Got some psychology.
Mm-hmm.
And nice.
Kaboom!
Sweet.
That's pretty much it. Didn't get
Okay.
anything. Pretty
Uh,
much just like last time.
everybody make a sanity check. If you pass, you'll get 1d10 sanity back during your voyage.
If we pass,
If you pass.
all right.
Guess I
Of course you failed it, Bill.
Of course, and I failed mine.
If you fail, you get nothing.
What if you're already at max sanity?
Then nothing happens.
can't be more sane.
Well, actually, I think that is possible if you improve a skill.
No.
Well-
You can never raise your max sanity. Your max sanity is always I mean it starts at 99. It's 99 minus Cthulhu Mythos.
Right.
Oh wait, I thought your sanity was your POW score.
That's your starting sanity, but your
So you gotta-
max sanity is
Yeah.
99 minus Cthulhu Mythos.
Oh,
So you can be above your starting, yeah. That's what I
Yeah.
thought.
Yes, you can be above.
That's why
You can
I-
be above starting. You just can't ever be above 99 minus Cthulhu Mythos. So as you learn more Cthulhu Mythos, your maximum sanity also goes down. Okay. Seamus, what skills would you like to try to improve?
Well, unfortunately, since probably credit rating isn't one that's eligible,
Correct.
I think I'm going to try first one that I've never spent any points on, stealth.
Okay. Roll. Make a power roll for each one of these,
Power roll.
and if
In that.
you pass, okay. So if you've never put any points in stealth, you can roll 1d10.
What is a power roll? Is that purple die?
Power. So POW up in the corner of the character sheet.
Okay.
Roll against your power. So you
All
get
right.
3 points. It's 1d10 plus 1. So you get 3 points into it.
Okay. Sorry, how many?
3.
Two? 3. Okay.
D10 plus 1. And then your 2 existings, you get D4 on.
Okay. So I think we'll go to my charm. So it's a D4.
No, so you make another power roll,
Okay.
and if you pass, then you get to add a D4 to your charm. Crit. I'll let you go 2d4 since you crit.
All right.
Three points. And then what's your second one you'd like to do?
Firearms.
Okay. Power roll. Fail. Sorry.
No problem.
Oren.
Well, Okay. Definitely handgun, firearms.
Is this one that you're improving or one that you don't have anything in?
I just have the points that you start off with.
Okay,
So-
then you
so I
can.
never-
Then okay, so you can get. So roll your power.
All right. All right.
Great, and you get 1d10 plus 1.
All right. So where's the D10 roller? Oh, I got to close that off. D10, and I'll just add one to. I'm just writing a regular
that's
D10.
fine.
So 4 points.
4 points. Great.
And now I had a question for you along
Yes.
those lines, because I have that book and there was a spell in it. How long does it take to learn the spell?
I've got to go back and look at that.
All right, then
the
we won't
stats on
worry
that
about that
book.
till
Yeah,
till
we'll-
later on then.
Yep.
But that's what I'm going to be doing it. And I think what I'll do is, since I know we're going to Egypt, and I have spent points on this before, is study my. I'm going to study my Arabic.
Okay.
So
Make a
I
power
can,
roll.
so I can be prepared for it. All right. All right. Let me get up to power. I succeeded at that. So D4, you said? Or
D4. Yep.
D4. All right. Let's see what I get. 2 points. All right.
Great. And you can have one more.
Oh, I can have one more? Okay. Along those lines, I might as well improve my Egyptian, the
Okay.
hieroglyphs. That just
One more
makes
power
sense.
roll.
Yeah, I'll do one more power roll. And I succeeded at that. So it's another
Great.
D4.
Another D4.
Yeah, and that way I'm kind of better prepared for what we're going to be dealing with. 1 point, but hey, points better than none.
There you go. George.
I would like to try to improve my survival. I don't think I've never put any points into that.
Okay. Great. Power roll. Great. D10. Got an extreme, so I'll give you D10 plus 5 instead of D10 plus 1.
Oh, sweet.
Nice. And then the other two that you'd like to do.
I would like to improve firearms, handgun, and firearms rifle, shotgun.
Okay. Make 2 power rolls.
To at least keep them breathing. Second and 7.
Great. And the second one. Nice. All you guys getting smart and stuff. All right, Bill. What does Alistair want to take?
Now it's my turn to fill this green with red. Let's see. I'm going to start off with one that I didn't have anything in is listen.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to work on my listening. Hey.
Perfect. I'll give you D10 plus 2 since you got hard. So 7.
Nice. Okay. On there. And then ones that I already have some in. Which one was it? Charm. I'm gonna try to add to my Woo!
Extreme. I'll give you 2d4.
2d4.
6.
Nice.
And the other, which one was it? do handgun.
Okay.
And there we go.
Carl, what would you like? You're muted, Carl.
I wasn't paying attention. Hold
Okay.
on. What do I do? I roll power.
Yeah, so you can take one. So this is for your skill that you don't have any points in. So you can get you get a hard. So I'll give you D10 plus 2.
That I don't have. How do you tell which ones?
If it's at the base.
Let's see. I look at all of them. Man, these are kind of chunky. All right. I'll try. Jeez, I don't know. It's not gonna make much of a difference. What did we use? I guess I'll throw it on track.
Okay.
What did I get? 10. All right.
Great. So that's perfect. And then you can take 2 that you already have points in, and again make power rolls for those. Just tell me which ones they are.
Didn't do it.
And
Did it? What's a good one? I can't believe I never used any fighting skill that whole time. Wait. So what? How many points did I get out of it? 1d4.
D4. Since you get a hard, I'll give you D4 plus 1.
All right. So it really doesn't. This really doesn't matter. I don't know. Oh, this is on something that I've already learned.
Yeah.
I will double down on, I guess, fighting brawl. I guess. 3.
Here we go.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. So I will, sometime between now and whenever the next time we play is, I will start prepping Cairo. You guys are gonna be at sea for a couple of weeks. So think about what your characters might want to be doing during that journey. If there's books that you want to read, spells you want to learn, things like that, I will repost in the forum the stats on all the books, so that you know for books that you've read already. You should have that written down on your character sheet, but I'll double check that as to what the time is to read some of those books, and I'll repost the rules for learning spells in case you want to learn spells, and go more insane. Yeah, that's it.
I just got back 12 sanity, so I got to spend it, right?
Exactly.
Exactly. I mean, I actually came out a little ahead in sanity, so I'm not complaining at all.
So, well, thank you all very much for playing tonight. Thanks to everyone who's been lurking in chat for this. Everyone have a great holidays, great New Year's, and we will lose more sanity in 2020. Those of you who are in the chat, stick around. I'm gonna raid a buddy of mine, so we'll. Oh no, he just went offline. So I don't know anybody who's streaming right now, so I'm not gonna raid anybody. And everyone have fun. Have a great holiday. Enjoy yourselves, and we'll catch up more soon. Take care, everybody.
Bye bye.
Bye.
All right, see you later.
Take
Have a
care.
Bye.
good holiday season.